Welcome to my guide for being happy. All right. So, number one, okay, is gratitude journaling. Okay. You need to learn how to be grateful for the things that happen to you. Okay. And that means both the good things, and then when you get really good at that, eventually you're going to start to become very, very grateful for the things that are bad. Okay. That have happened to you. Okay. Especially trauma. All right. To be able to be grateful means that no matter what situation you're going to be in, then, okay, it means that you will still be content, okay? You won't be overly upset, you won't be too emotional over anything, okay? You'll be happy, all right, no matter the consequence. No, it doesn't matter whether you live in a five-story mansion or a one-person apartment, okay? You will still be happy if you can be grateful, if you practice being grateful. And the best way to practice being grateful, I would suggest, is gratitude journaling. Just write down three, four things if you can about something that you're grateful for. Do not repeat the same things. Just do something new. Think about something that you're grateful for. Are you grateful for the roof over your head? Are you grateful for the clothes that you wear? Are you grateful for the glasses that you wear? Are you grateful for the food that you get to eat every day? Are you grateful for the morning sun that you get to see? All right? Be grateful, and then you can be happy in a lot of situations, okay? Now, that's number one, okay? Be careful, be try to be consistent with these kind of things as well, by the way, all right? So this is going to go order somewhat in the order of importance, all right? So number two, okay, is your physical well-being, because if your body is not happy, how can your mind be happy? how can you how would you actually be happy if your mind if your body was creaking and breaking apart and fragile? Okay, it can't be. It's impossible. Okay, of course, someone would be absolutely depressed if they were trapped in their own body and it was only the mind that was working. Okay, it'd be very, very hard to be happy unless they were working on number three, right? But physical well being, I'm going to give you some very, very simple things to work on. Okay, so first of all, what I started doing, just walk every day. Try it for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Try to work up to like an hour if you can. Just walk every day. Okay, just if you find that kind of boring, just have some music in or listen to a podcast, an audiobook, do something, okay? And if you can, physical exercise, okay? 2 or 3 times a week, just choose three exercises, 3 sets of those, okay? Push ups, leg raise, squat, just do those if you want, okay? 2 3 times a week, walking as well, right? Finally, it's also like within physical well-being is whole foods. Just eat whole foods. Don't eat junk food. Don't eat super processed foods. Just eat like whole foods, foods that only have like one ingredient. Okay, like a steak is steak, or a carrot, this is a carrot. Okay, just eat foods that are basically just healthy for you, like food that a caveman could have found. Okay, so do that. All right, now, so something. Oh wait, yeah, very important actually. Sleep. Even if you get all these things down, by the way, if you do not get your sleep in, you're gonna feel very sad. Okay, all right. The times that I've been very sleep deprived, I have not been a kind person. Okay, I have not been a kind person to others or to myself. Okay, so make sure you get good sleep and long enough sleep. I suggest 7 8 hours if you can, but if you get in bed, let's say at 11, but you want to get 8 hours of sleep, that does not mean that you can get up, that you can be in bed at 11, wake up at 7. It means you actually have to be in bed at 10 because it takes you time to get to sleep, right? And then that guarantees you at least 8 hours, at least, because it'll take you at least 1 hour to get to sleep, probably. The more consistent you get with it, then the easier it will get to sleep. Also, I was just sleeping on the floor, but I have another video about that, right? You can check that out if you want. Just search up like why I started sleeping on the floor. Tim and Chan just do that. Okay. Now, lastly, okay. Now, if you don't do any of these, okay, the easiest one that I would suggest doing is the gratitude journaling. Okay, the hardest one is definitely the third one that I'm about to mention. Okay, which is to work on something that is important to you. All right. Now, this thing I want you to really understand the importance of what I'm meaning, okay? Of what I'm saying. So you can work on something important, okay? Now, importance, it likely means that it affects other people as well. That's quite odd, all right? There's somewhat of a responsibility carried with it, okay? So whatever it is that you're working on, whatever is important to you, it will also affect other people, right? So if it is, now you might be you're probably a musician or an artist, right? If you're listening to this anyway, and you might think, oh, my music's not going to help people too much. But the thing is, if you've been engulfed in it and then you want to create it as well, it probably means it probably helps you because you found a lot of answers within it. Okay, it obviously it's a medium that can basically just affect a person's mind. Okay, I don't want to get into this. I made another video about this. I think it's called "You're an Artist Creed," but like basically, art is very, very powerful. A lot more powerful than we realize. Okay, I've read books on this. I've listened to podcasts about this. Art, no matter what medium, is extremely powerful. Okay, do not underestimate its actual power and its ability to affect people. It can literally bring people back from the dead. All right, like the memories are completely faded, and then you listen to one song from the past, and immediately the personality is back from that era. It's quite odd. But basically, got on a tangent. Work on something important. For me, my important thing that I'm working on is obviously I have like a jobs outside of this, but basically this is the thing that's most important to me right now, to craft you into the musician of the future. Okay, to basically lead a new age of musicians where we're actually healthy. We're like we're working out. We're eating good. We're being healthy. We're doing good things instead of a lot of musicians right now, especially in the certain industry that I'm talking about, right? So like especially in the industries where like drugs, alcohol, and sex is just glorified. All that is glorified. I want to change that. I do not want that to be the future of musicians. Okay? It's very easy to see that being the coolest thing and wanting to chase after that, but it will destroy your soul. All right? So I'm on, I guess, the more wholesome side, but that's good. Okay, I want you to join me in doing this. All right. Now, I will list those three things again to work on. If you can, try to do all three. If you can't, just try to do at least one. All right. So that's gratitude journaling. You've got physical well-being and working on something important. Okay. The easiest one will be the gratitude journaling because it's just writing on paper for like 5-10 minutes, and that's it. A day anyway. The hardest one is working on something important, okay? Because it means that you have to keep working on it over and over again with all your heart and soul, okay? It's going to be challenging, but as long as you keep working on it more and more and you think and you know it's going to help people, okay? Then do your best with it, all right? And then if you find that it really isn't helping anyone at all, then you can course correct. You can be like, okay, I kind of want to swap into this. I think it can still help people. Okay, do not ever think that you are narrowed down into one thing. All right, that's some career advice, I guess. All right, because I kind of wanted to be a conventional music teacher, and I realized that I didn't really want to do that. Instead, I want to basically lead a new age of musicians. Okay, hopefully this was helpful because I want to make you into the musician of the future, to be someone that you can be looked up to instead of who I've spoken about before. All right. So if this has really helped you, I would consider checking the description of the video. I offer one-to-one coaching. If this really helps you, check it out. If this hasn't really helped you, don't check it out. Or obviously, because we're not, then it means that we're not on the same wavelength. All right. I want people who really want to turn their lives around with me anyway. All right. If my advice hasn't really helped, then obviously don't do it. But if it really has helped, I would really want to help you. Okay. And with that being said, I will see you later. Bye bye.